Hi guys, it's reaction time, Metallica. So if I was going to do any reaction today, and I've got a list by the way, it was going to have to be the Metallica one. It's the biggest deal. They're the biggest band, biggest metal band in the fucking world. Love them or hate them, they are the biggest fucking metal band in the world. I mean, this 72 Seasons, the title track, this is what it is. It's the fourth single. It was uploaded 5 hours ago. It's got 462,000 views. So, man, it just shows you, doesn't it? I mean, that is just mental compared to some of the other bands where, everyone's just on it. Whether they love them or hate them, and there's lots of views of Metallica. You know, my favourite Metallica era, was probably from Ride the Lightning to And Justice for All. Love the Metallica album as well, the Black Album. I know a lot of people didn't, but I did love that album. I overplayed it. There's some songs on there I could do without hearing ever again. But, I could listen to Master of Puppets. It doesn't matter. That was the only album I ever had for the rest of my life. I could listen to it over and over again. It's just amazing. It's so fresh still. That's just a moment in time. They captured a moment in time. But I've got to say, I've really been impressed with the last three singles. And although I think there was mixed reviews of the last single they brought out, I thought that's my favourite one. I really did. I fucking loved it. So, but I've liked all three. So this one's the title track, 72 Seasons. The cat's coming. Vamp's coming. He's a twat. Here he comes. Come on, Vamp. Come on. It's reaction time. Come on. Come on then. Come on, it's reaction time. Come on. Here he is, Vamp, everyone's favourite cat. There you go. So, I'm really excited about hearing it. They've been teasing it a little bit, as they have been lately with the singles. This one sounds very fast, very thrashy, very old school Metallica to me. That's just on the 30 seconds or something, whatever they played. But it is... The video's 8 minutes and 39 seconds long, so I don't know if the song is, because sometimes, obviously with videos now, some bands have a little story at the beginning, or at the end, or in the middle, wherever the fuck it is. So, who knows? But all I know is Metallica, and I've got to listen. I've got to listen. So, this is 72 Seasons. This is the title track. The album is out very soon, April the 14th. Getting a little bit excited about that as well. But here we go, guys. This is 72 Seasons. Annoying cat. the cat is so annoying, but man, I think, you know what, when you listen to this, it's got sort of all the elements that Metallica fans surely want, you would think. But I think one thing that's been missing from, although I think the last couple of albums have been actually really good for Metallica, I think one thing for me that they were lacking slightly, and I think that's energy. I think no matter how much I think they've improved, definitely from the last couple of albums, I think they're definitely on the right track. I think this album feels like the energy is there. And, you know, it's hard to get that, isn't it? I mean, how old are these guys now? You know, 60 something years old. And they've sort of, they feel revitalised for this album for sure. They really do. I mean, I love the chugging. There's loads of different riffing in this. So you got, I mean, for some people, you know, they might think it's a little bit simplistic. I don't know. To me, it just sounds good. There's like really great groovy moments in this where, you know, they sort of switch rhythms into like, not, it's all fast, but when they switch into that sort of medium to fast pace and then going into the really fast parts. I love the way it's broken up. It almost reminds me of, and by the way, I much prefer this song, but it reminds me of the way it's broken up into like a bit like this Disposable Heroes, those sort of, you know, those groovy rhythms that you get in the verses of Disposable Heroes. Then this goes full pelt, doesn't it, for those thrashy bits. I'm not saying it's exactly the same as Disposable Heroes, by the way, but I like the way it's broken up into those really fast parts to sort of medium to fast paced. It's really cool. James Hetfield sounds fucking great. And I think that part of the energy in this is brought on by his vocals as well. He sounds really great. He does. He honestly doesn't sound much different than all those years ago. I remember when I'm back in the 80s when I first heard, because I was into like, you know, through the 80s, I must admit I loved all the glam hair metal stuff. I fucking loved it, right? And for me, like leading up to 86, which I think that was Master of Puppets year, wasn't it? Yeah, because that was the best year in metal ever, right? There's nothing that would beat that year, I don't think. I think leading up to that, oh, here comes the dog as well. Coming in. Come on, Dio. Coming in. Dio. Anyway, got animals everywhere. So leading up to that, that album coming out, I was heavily into the glam stuff and singers that could sing high. Not just the glam stuff, but the classic, like, you know, rock and metal and stuff as well. So singers that could sing amazingly high. And I remember first hearing James Hetfield's voice, and it took me ages to get used to it. But now, you know, I can understand it a lot more. I think he's got a great voice, and I think it's actually got better, believe it or not. I think he sounds absolutely fantastic on this new album. I really do. So I'm really happy with that. I mean, everyone has a go at Lars. All right, he's a twat. But I don't think there's anything wrong with his drumming. Although a lot of people, obviously musicians, will say he's the worst drummer in the fucking world or whatever they say. Man, you know, I'm not a drummer. But all I know is I like the sound of his drumming. That's it. I mean, what more can you say about that? Kirk Hammett sounds great. He sounds absolutely fantastic, you know. And the bassist, Robert Trujillo, whatever it is. I mean, there's bass. I love the way the bass is really prominent throughout this. It's not And Justice for All, is it? You can definitely hear that bass just rumbling along in the mix, which is absolutely great. I don't think they're ever going to make that mistake again, surely, are they, with the bass? Not now, not now. So I've got cats crying. I've got dogs making weird noises around me. Come on, Dio. Coming in. The dog's weird as well. But here we go for the rest, guys. I love it so far. Crushing rhythms, really fast, energetic music. And I think they've captured every little bit that leading up to the album coming out. I think they've captured everything, haven't they? What this album would be all about. They've done sort of epicness, sort of slow, sort of epic, sort of medium pace stuff. They've done loads of fast stuff. So they're giving people a taste of everything. Here we go for the rest, guys. Here we go. Here we go. take it it's not really going to be 8 minutes and 39 seconds long. I think those bits at the beginning and the end maybe cut off the actual song itself when you get to play it. But I really, Kirk Hammett, right, so he's guitar playing. So I really like it, you know. The only thing I'd say he uses too much, for me, I think it's the wah-wah pedal he uses too much of. And it's almost like, you know, sometimes the solos ain't memorable enough. For me, that's all. For me. I'm not saying they're bad either. They're technically good. In fact, some of the guitar he's done on these singles, I think, is some of his best work he's done for years. But I really do like it when he plays something like the second part of that solo was more like a melody line, which was really melodic and catchy. You know, when he broke into that, I was thinking, oh, that's good, man. Because, you know, not just jamming on that wah-wah pedal all the time, which he's done, well, throughout Metallica's career, really. I don't think he ain't really won 4 memorable guitar solos as such. But that second part was great because it just almost like a twin lead part. I'm not sure if it was actually twin lead. Would have been nice to hear like James Hetfield joining in there. I'm not 100% sure if he was. I don't know if I was imagining it was a twin guitar solo because it sounded like it should have been, or if there was some twin guitar there. I'm not 100% sure, but obviously I have to play it back. But man, I think they are doing an outstanding job on these 4 singles, and by the sounds of it, the album is actually going to be great. I don't think you could ask for much more. I mean, there's the people also, you know, the fans that are never happy, isn't there? The fans that let you know, oh, it's no Master of Puppets. Well, for me, it's no Master of Puppets either. But my expectations ain't that they're going to bring out Master of Puppets 2 or even Ride the Lightning. Not now in their career. I don't think they want to do that either. They want to fucking rock out. They want to do, almost sounds like the most time they've enjoyed their selfies on this album. It sounds like they're just doing what they want to do. You know, you get that feeling sometimes in the music. They probably are, you know, they're probably at that stage in their career when they don't have to fucking worry, obviously, do they, about, like, you know, are they going to make enough money, for fuck's sake? They don't have to worry about any of that. So, but it's almost like they sound like they're relaxing and just doing whatever the fuck they want to do, and I like that. And there's not many bands that have been going for that many years that can produce good music now like that. You know, and I think it's really fucking great. It's everything you want. It's like a riff fest, isn't it, these days? Them last 4 singles are like riff fests, they really are. If you love a bit of guitar, man, you got to love Metallica. I'm really happy with what I'm hearing. I think it's really fucking cool. What do you reckon, guys? That's 4 singles. I hope they don't bring out any more. It's not worth them people going to listen to the fucking, you know, the premiere at the cinema and paying that money, is it? Because is it worth it when you've heard 4 singles? You know, you've heard maybe half the album, but I don't know. The album's probably going to be quite long, I reckon, on this one. But hopefully no filler. I haven't heard a filler song yet, in my opinion. No, when you hear it, you know what a filler song is. I think all of them have been great for their own reasons. My favourite one is still the 3rd single, but all of them have been absolutely fantastic. Let me know, guys, what you think of all the songs, maybe in order, in the comments. Your favourite to your least favourite, 1 to 4. Let me know in the comments, guys. I'll see you soon.